Hey, hey, hey. How y'all doing today? Um, getting in the gist to getting. Hey, hey, hey. And so, I know I might not have nobody on tonight because I didn't, um, I didn't pre-schedule this, and I've been gone so long. So I know tonight gonna be almost like a reintroduction. But I'm glad I had this one person watching. How you doing tonight? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? And so, I got some stuff to talk about. I got a couple of things to talk about. And hey, how you doing, Joey? How you feeling, man? I've been away for a minute. I've been recovering. My ankle didn't stop swelling. Still a little tender, but I'm trying to work myself back. Been on a semi vacation, and you know how I go. I got my link up there, and so hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? And so what I've been noticing lately is a lot of us Mandela Effect original because we know the logo changes. We tend to not look for them as much the evidence. Even though I think y'all was on the show that I talked about the WD-40 changing, but right now we in a different um, transition of the Mandela Effect or the New World Order that they're trying to implement. And what I mean by new transition, I know you all. I don't know if you all heard of the company that has been the first company in America to chip all of their employees with the FRID chips. And I got a video that I just ran across today. How they said the artificial intelligence and everything is going to be hooked up to the quantum computer D wave and to make it smarter and faster. And you know, you got all of these uh, new programs that they're running, like Microsoft and you know all the Quantanas and the series, and just it's almost to get us hooked into the system where they can manipulate whatever they want to manipulate. But um, no, just reintroducing myself. I know tonight is going to be kind of
Live stream.
yeah. How you doing?
What's up, Emmanuel?
Yeah. How you feeling? How you feeling? And
Well,
so
you ain't watching a live stream.
I'm,
You actually
I'm actually, you know, reintroducing myself to the group because I've been gone for a minute. And you know how I go. You know, everybody is allowed to be in the screen. You know, and so like I say, there's so many things that's transpiring, and it's like I know the original Mandela effect. Well, I ain't gonna say original, but the people that's been on the Mandela effect for a long time, we're beginning to slow up with our reporting. Not because not because we don't care. It becomes a point where uh, they flip flopping things, and you know, I think I seen a Volkswagen today that didn't have the line in it, but I didn't really. I took a picture, but I couldn't really see that close because you know that line is really subtle, and so I think what's going on now they making a new transition. You know, they want to hook everybody up and get everybody excited about these FRD chips that they can control where you at, location, identity, uh, uh, what you're spending, your habits, and so they're promoting that hard now, where they're trying to make it seem nice. And mind you, In some ways, it is nice because you don't have to worry about nobody taking your wallet or stealing your identity unless they take your fingers. But because technology is not bad, it's what people do with the technology that makes it bad. You know what? For how people use it, it makes it bad. And I know the Bible says the mark of the beast, but I don't think that this is maybe the transition into that. But I don't believe the first implementation of it is not. I think it's just to get us used to it because the mark of the beast is going to be voluntary. It's not going to be sneaky. You got to take the mark of the beast willingly. He wants you to willingly serve him at that point in time. So I don't really fear this first implementation of the FRD chips, but I do say that they're switching their gears over to artificial intelligence. I mean, I'm hearing about it more. You know, the Mandela effect is still happening. The changes in the globes are still happening, but they're working on that secondarily now. I think it's not as fast as it used to be, or we just not paying attention like we used to. And so, like I say, I got to get myself implemented back into live, so I know, you know, it's kind of off tonight, but I'm trying to get reintroduced because I know a whole lot of folks that was going hard on the Mandela effect is beginning to take a vacation. You know, you have to, you even before the accident, I think we all had to take a step back and you know take a minute of breather. You know, when you go onto this Mandela effect and you just like frantic about it all the time, it can wear you down. And so I think that's what's happening. A lot of people are taking breathers. You know, I don't. You got new people coming on saying basically the same thing we've been saying. So it really like there's no point of us keep saying the same thing over and over again. And we didn't say it before. But I want to hear from you all. How y'all been doing? How y'all been doing? Hey Joey, I'm glad you've been I think the Russian man, he seen my video yesterday. I told him I might go live today. I know you and him good friends. Don't tell him I'm back. I haven't really set up a schedule because I know 9 o'clock was kind of late for people, and so I had to find a way to implement it early. And then I don't want to crash with Brian and some of the other main YouTubers. It's no purpose of all of us trying to go live at the same time. And I think we need to almost work in tandem with one another. And if we do that, we can almost do 24/7 because if Bryant doing 9 o'clock bracket, 8 to 9 bracket, or 8 to 10, I was trying to go 7 or 6 to 7, something that where we not all clashing with one another. And so, okay, what's that around your neck? Oh, these are my keys. My keys. Take my keys off. That's why I don't lose them. I have and so yeah, and and so like I said, that I put the link in for people if they wanted to join. I don't. I need to start probably inviting some of the other guests, but I try to keep it where everybody has something to say. Even though you not might not be entangled with being a reporter or what have you. We all have something we want to say about the Mandela effect. But I do have to say, they even begin to say frequencies and quantum entanglement. And so I think I said something about I didn't do a video, and I'm mad I didn't when I first came back. I said something about the Fox News reporting, finally giving us our just due, saying that something is going on. You know, NSBC did that in February, and now Fox News did it. And I didn't actually make a video, and then somebody else made a video. So I'm glad somebody made a video about it, but I did state that. But now you're trying to classify it as a mental breakdown in our memories. But the problem with that is they trying to contain it as do damage control, so that they can say, well, we know something about it, but we are not sure. But you know, actors beginning to wake up, celebrities beginning to wake up. You know, so this undercover thing that they're trying to do is not going to hold up too long. Not going to hold up too long because more and more people waking up to it. I thought you had a dog change around your neck. Okay, okay, you got jokes. Bow wow wow, you be yo, you be yeah, I guess. No, it's I like to keep them around there because if I don't, or I put them in my pocket, it's not because I don't want my kids to get hold to it, you know, because they misplaced something, don't even know where they put stuff. So I got to keep them close to me. And so, you know, and I'm glad to see Scott. I'm glad to see Joey. You know, I'm glad to see you, cause you know you one of them. You one of the main people that always be on my show. Um, I'm glad to have everybody out tonight, and just opening it up for questions. You know, anybody have anything else they want to say? You know, any questions, comments on what I've been doing lately? And well, if you want to know that, I just been taking a breather. You know, my ankles are getting better. Uh, oh, let me let y'all know this. I'm gonna do a video on this separate. It ain't gonna be about Mandela effect, but it's gonna be information that everybody that ever bought a car that's gonna buy a car need to know. Now, the first thing is if you ever buy a car or trade a car in, mind you, trade a car in. That's what I'm going. And say you had a warranty, a service contract, which is a warranty, extended warranty that you purchased from the dealer, and you purchased it, but you still on your manufacturer warranty. Because I have a Honda Sonata, and Honda Sonata it has a 60,000 bumper to bumper warranty, and then I buy a extended warranty, and then the safeguard and all that for the interior. But what the information that ever since I had this accident, if you do that and you trade your car in, and they're not gonna tell you this, and you get a new car, they have to give you a refund on that service contract because you didn't utilize it. You know, I didn't know that, but when I totaled this car, Honda Motor Finance, and this thing called Gap, they requested for the dealer to refund that contract because it wasn't utilized. And so I know the service contract extended warranty was 2,000, and I don't know how much the safeguard contract was. And so when you trade a car in, they only giving you your rebates, and then they tell you upside down. But what they don't tell you is they have to refund your service contract from your last car. So if you don't know, they're not gonna tell you. And then you can't go in there and tell them, because then they'll try to say, well, you know that $2,500, you only got a rebate of $500, and that $2,000 is your service contract refund. And see, they're not gonna tell you that. And so I'm letting everybody know. I'm gonna do a separate video, but since y'all here, I might well say it that if you don't know, they won't tell you. And then another thing is the gap insurance. Now, mind you, I got hit by somebody else, and the insurance company that took care of the person insurance took care, purchasing, given the value of the car of what it's worth now. That's how it works. They don't pay the amount that you pay for the car. They pay for the value of the car, like it's a 2015. So they look at what value that car is in 2017, how much people paying for it in the condition that it was in. And they pay that. And then the Gap is supposed to pay the rest. Now, mind you, they pay everything. They paid, I think they estimated for 19,000. So they paid the 19,000. Gap has to fill in what's left. But Gap, oh my God, they giving me all kinds of runaround paperwork that the regular insurance company didn't even want. They want the denim, they want the service contract, they want a police report. Now, let me mind you, when they say they want a police report, depending on where it's at, they don't want the police report that they give you at the scene. They want the one from Springfield. So with Springfield, especially in Illinois, everything is backloaded. They want you to go order that, called what you call $6, and it's not called a police report. It's called a crash report. And so I'm giving everybody up and warning. If you ever buy a car, keep your 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 main paperwork after you get your registration. Take the rest of your papers out your car because if your car burn up, then your paper burn up. But keep your registration in there only, and because if you can't depend on the finance company because I got Honda Motor Finance and they make millions and billions, but they sent over the paperwork and they couldn't see nothing. You know what I'm saying? What, you can't see nothing, and so it's like they trying to find a way not to play the gap. But since I had all my paperwork, I did it myself in color and made sure and kept on staying on top of it. And like I say, certain stuff they won't tell you. Now they ask the dealer for the service contract refund, and the dealer is taking their time. And I asked the person because the person sold me my car 3 times. I said, "Why do you never tell me that I'm supposed to get a refund on the service contract when the bumper to bumper didn't expire yet?" He was like, "Well, I did." And I said, "No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Stop lying." And so anybody that traded in the car, especially if it's still under warranty, even if it ain't, or even if the warranty has kicked in, it's got a value of how much that warranty is and how much you used. And so it's just like insurance. If you buy insurance, you pay your premium and you cancel it before you finish using it up, they give you a refund or they tell you this is how much left. It works similar to that. And so that's just a little tidbit. Um, Mr. E, what's going on? What's up? You got a question? Huh? The Xfinity. They redid it. Let me look. Let me look. I'm about to look right now. Thank you for that information. I didn't check. Let me look. I'm looking right now. Xfinity. Put on the what's name, Manuel. Let's see. I'm looking right now. Xfinity. And what do you see about the Xfinity? 'Cause I'm looking at the logo. Are you talking about the dot? If you're talking about the dot, I don't see a dot, but yeah, I don't see a dot on the eyes. But that's all. That's the only thing in the T. No, always I see the T, but huh. As far as review of this, I'm trying to see, did that X come down that way? Come down, droop down over the F like that? Hmm. I don't have Comcast cable, so I'm not really familiar with the logo like that. But I'm trying to see, did that X droop over the F like that? I don't know. Okay. Let me go back to some more questions. What's up, dude? You kill it. You would, you'd be, um, see, the thing is, like I said, technology is not bad. It's just what they use it. I'm not one of them people to say, well, oh, that's the devil, that's the devil. Everything can't be the devil. We're gonna have, we're gonna have advancements. We're gonna have, we're gonna have improvement in everything. But it's not the improvement that I'm worried about. It's what they're doing with the improvement that I'm worried about. And so when I see that the D-Wave computer is going to be the catalyst for the AI uh, and the deep learning, I don't know if y'all know about the deep learning, but Facebook had to actually shut down the AI because it didn't find that our communication was efficient enough. And so it started building its own communication. And see, that's the problem. When you have computers that advance their self over their creator, then they think they're better than the creator. And so when you have that, you lose control, no matter how much you think you got control, because they can make safeguards of where you can't shut them down. And so that's the problem that I look at. Um, and so, like I say, we have to be careful of how far we want to be lazy, because that's what I look at. Artificial intelligence and robots and doing everything is going to make the society lazier. We already don't like to do nothing. We don't like to read. We don't like to spell. Every time we got to spell a word, we ask Google or Siri or all of these other computers, and we want to look up something. We don't read no more, and so it's just gonna make us even lazier, and then it's gonna make the poor because they're not gonna be hiring you for a job that they can get a robot to do, where they don't have to worry about it coming in late, don't have to worry about it attitude, ain't got to worry about uh, it's begging for higher wages, and so we can advance ourselves so far out of jobs, and so that's the concern is what do the middle class and the poor man do when the robots can take out garbage now, or the robots can do customer service, or the robots can cook food. What is it for the humans to do? I mean, unless, and like I told somebody else, it'll be a great thing if we as a society can go to zero. And what I mean is zero is If everybody go to zero and become on equal footing, which I know is a fantasy, but if everybody go to zero and we say, okay, we all gonna have equal everything, everybody gonna have same kind of houses, the same kind of thing, then maybe that work. But the rich people ain't gonna go for that. They want the haves and the have-nots. And when they get the artificial intelligence where they want it, the haves gonna keep having and the have-nots is gonna be messed up. And so let me see. How you been, family? Oh, I've been doing good. You know, I've been keeping it low, staying low. You know, a lot of Mandela effect people, the one that I know of, has been keeping it low. I guess they've been on vacation, but I ain't going nowhere. I just don't like to talk about the same thing over and over again. It's almost like a rerun. You keep going to the same situation, the Kit Kat and the teas. I already know that. I need to know what else they're doing. What are the other advancements? Because we can get stuck on Kit Kat and the teas and miss other things that's advancing the agenda that they want to advance. So I've been searching on that. And like I said, I got a video that I might post tomorrow on this new conference that they got that says that the AI is going to be entangled with the quantum computer. I don't like this camera. I don't. I don't know why Dale put it down there like that. But okay. Have you spoke? Having you spoken to you and the man? Huh? Oh, have spoken to you in a minute. Well, I need some glasses. Oh yeah, man. I told you. I was in a car accident and my ankle's been hurting, and then I've been, just laying low. You know, I've been taking a break. You know, little vacation. Do you have a Facebook page? Yes, I have a Facebook page, but it's a Facebook page for it's not dealing with the Mandela thing. It's just a regular old Facebook. Because I tried to set up a Mandela Facebook page and it was denied. And so, they watching things like that and setting up groups, and you almost have to be in stealth mode. Um, let me see. What about? Oh, okay, okay. You know what? I talked about that years ago, and that's the part that I don't understand. The quantum computer messing with solid rock. I mean, I know it's all matter, but this rock been there for centuries. So how do you shrink China? How do you move South America over? I mean, you got to have some real good power. But some of this is information fed to us through Google. And since Google is part of the quantum computer, I take that as a grain of salt. Until I actually look up in the sky myself and see that the South America has changed its location, I can't definitively say it has. Now, certain things like bridges being made and the Statue of Liberty moving, people know where that's been. But as far as continents shrinking and geographics changing, that's just information that we're Googling and we seeing maps that they feed us. And so if you ain't up in the atmosphere to actually take a snapshot of it yourself, you can be bamboozled or tricked. This thing is changing really heavy. And they say, well, later on, they oh, no, it ain't changing. What you been looking at? And so the geographics, that's the one I had to scratch my head. But logos is local. So you can actually see that tangible. You can see stuff in your house changes. But the geographics, that's just information from Google and Bing and Yahoo of maps that they either this cartooned or that they have fed up information. So I take that as a grain of salt. Okay, let me see. Any more questions? Okay, check out the video on YouTube calling True77. She just put up a video today about Trump and time travel. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna check that out as soon as I get off of here in about 30 minutes. So AI is your focus right now. It seems no. I'm not saying it's my focus. I don't focus myself on one thing at a time. I try to keep myself um spread out so that I don't get. Sometimes you can focus on one thing and something come through the back door. If I keep focusing on my front door and never look at the back door, somebody come and knock it out because my focus is just on one thing. I'm trying to keep myself spread because see, AI, quantum computer, D-wave computer, Mandela effect, these climate changes, the chemtrail, they all are linked together. They all in one basket. Um, and I think sometimes they work on one basket more than the other. And so right now they're on more of the AI. AI is being pushed a little bit more and much harder. The FRD chips are being pushed more often, and not because the Mandela effect is less important. It's just sometimes they they work on everything in different slots of time. And so I'm not never gonna be focused on one thing because all of it is intertwined. Answer that question. Okay, best video I've seen. It will freak you out. Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna check that out. Did there dude, there is a planet all night in my city. My theory is yeah, you know, I've been seeing this thing that's in the sky. They say it's the moon, but I never seen the moon at 12 o'clock in the evening. I have never seen that, but I did a video. This little dot, spectral dot, is always there. Then the other time I seen a bright light in the daytime. You know, stars are normally real little. Was more than just a little. This was twice or three times that size. Um, spy planes, drones. Okay. Recently moved, so I drove a lot to visit family, and the hour on my lap on my trip has changed. Uh, the hour of my trip has changed. Oh, you must have took video or snapshots. Um, I can count 10 at any point at a elevated point of the city. I I live near SpaceX. That's interesting. Um, so why is your focus right now? Is it? No, I just read that. Lord Jesus, I'm going backwards. Best video, Lord Jesus, I'm really going backwards. Let's see. Oh, somebody said the same thing. That's what that is. Okay, add me on Facebook. Brian Evans. My page has a newspaper basketball article when I used to play semi-pro basketball. Okay, I got you. I will do that. I will look up your name and I will add you as a friend. Um, just like our place in the galaxy, we want what you said about graphics. We never actually could confirm what we were and in the galaxy. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. And so I don't. Google is one of the primary investors in the D-Wave computer and its time travel. So I don't really trust them. I still use them, but I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. Manuel, put on that stuff. Manuel, hold on. Emmanuel,
Yeah.
put on that stuff.
What's up?
What I told you earlier.
Huh?
The doggone thing we bought from the store.
What thing?
Little boy.
Tell me what?
The food.
Yeah, just blow that up.
No, put it in the pot.
Oh, the thing. Oh, okay.
What, cheaters?
You didn't say nothing. You said the thing.
Everything changed. Okay. Okay. I'm not hating. I'm not hating. I'm interested in your interest. You're one of the good ones. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, they are all linked together. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Um, yeah, this I ain't gonna say that. This stuff is getting popular every day. Yes, yes. Do you think it is possible others have been updated who remembered it as always being that way? Yeah, I mean, cause when I talk to folks, like I was in the hospital, and I'm an avid Mandela effect reporter, so I tell everybody I don't care where I'm at. And so I was talking to the they gave me a ultrasound on my leg because they say anytime you have any leg trauma, they do an ultrasound because they want to make sure there ain't no blood clots. And so as we talking, I asked him, I said, "Do you remember bones in the back of your eyes?" He said, I said, "How about holes in your skull?" He said, "No." I said, "Well, do you know anything about the Mandela effect?" No. So what's happening is the majority of the population don't even know about the Mandela effect. And so they don't know if they Mandela affected or not, because especially anybody over the age of 30, majority of them don't know about it. And so until we get them woken up, now I do believe that some people has been amplified to this realm where they don't know what they know. They walk around as zombies already anyway. Okay, on the True 77 video, there are a who wrote 3 books in the 1980s. He has okay, I got you. Driving time. Everything changed. I don't know what that word is. May logo. Loco. May loco. It's MUY. Mm-hmm. Okay. Nah. I'm not. Oh, okay. Man, why does this keep going up? I done read that already. Okay. Went from 11 hours 45 minutes to 9 hours 45 minutes. Hmm. Interesting. Hey! How you doing? Glad you are back. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I just had to find out a good schedule for everybody so that I don't cling with other folks. Cause I'm not in it for popularity. I'm not in it for um to gain traction. I'm here to work with everybody else, and I don't see a point of me, Brian, and other folks to be doing live at the same exact time. It's best if especially the world is a 24-hour world. I think we should spread ourselves out where I'm not bumping against his, and he not bumping against mine, so that other folks that need to hear what's going on and get the information because I need some of the information that they may be talking on that live. And so if I'm over here doing live and they over there doing their live, I might miss it. Yes, I can go rerun it, but it's nothing like being at that point because you can ask the question. I can't ask the question if I'm looking at a recording. And so uh, maybe we need to try to schedule, especially now I know everybody ain't intertwined with one another, but those that talks to one another as the Mandela Effect community, we need to maybe schedule our live uh, different from the other person. So whatever schedule you want, I let you do yours, and I'm not gonna bump against yours because I don't want to, some stuff I might be talking to that you might not be talking about. And so, we gotta. I think we need to do a little bit better in that. So I haven't figured out a schedule yet. That's why I came on a little early. Good to see you. Oh, I'm glad to see you too. Hey, Miss E man, first time watcher. Oh man, you've been. I've been away for a minute, but I'm glad you came to watch me and listen to my commentary. And hope to see you much more. Um, what is the Mandela effect? Woo, you're going from the beginning. Okay, I'm gonna give you the short version, and please don't leave, y'all. I'm trying to get into this in real fast. Mandela effect is where a lot of people believe that things have changed in this universe, and either a company, computer, or somebody is changing our timeline. And the term came from a lot of people thinking that Mandela died in the 80s and he actually died in 2013. That's where the Corn Mandela effect came from. But the gist of the Mandela effect is somebody's messing with our timeline because things that I remember, they said is not true in this reality. Just like perfect example, Sex in the City. It's never been Sex in the City. It's been always Sex and the City, which even a whole lot of things, products got Sex in the City. They had awards says Sex in the City. Or Luke, I'm Your Father has never been said, even though the actor said it in an interview that Luke, I'm Your Father. And so Phil a Dream saying if you build it, they will come. It's never been said in this reality. It's always been if you build it, he will come, which is not correct in the reality that I came from. And so the Mandela effect is it's changing everything that we know in the past and making a different timeline. And that's just a brief. And you got to watch all of the videos that we got. I think I got a video on 148 changes. So if you look at my channel, MS Eman 31, I think I just did a recent one about 2-3 weeks ago. It's in yellow. Scroll down there and it'll show you a whole lot of changes. And so that'll give you the changes. Okay. Next question. I'm 28 and I had triple digit mental effect. I remember one successful moon mission. Nope. Oh yeah, that's great. Um, Lord Jesus, where am I? Exactly one moon landing. That's me too. I am I'm skeptical about that. And so yeah, like I said, uh, information that we see on Google, especially about the the graphics of the geographic changes, that I have to take with a grain of salt because I haven't been up that high to actually take a photo and look at it. It's just information that I'm relying on a company that's involved. That's just like me asking a thief that stole my money to be a watchman over my bank account. Come on now. Um, I listened to Brian's show right when you was on it, and I was disappointed because one of the guests sounded racist. Uh, I'm not an Obama fan, but he sounded racist. Okay. And I tell people this, man. Until we get to this point where race is not a issue, we still be stuck because I said this is something. Only color I see in everybody is beige, beige and brown, or brown, some kind of brown. A white person is light beige. A dark person like me is darker brown. But we all are some color of brown. I haven't really seen a white person. I ain't never really seen a black person. I always seen beige people. And so different pigmentations, we go too far for that. That's my point. Uh, um, um, this is the year of Lucifer. Well, I ain't gonna say this is the year of him. This may be his time to reign or to set up what he needs to set up like a chef. But I still believe in God. And I'm not gonna let God be less than Lucifer. I'm never gonna do that one. I hope not. I'm thinking all the people will go blank. What do you think? That depends on how you think, and that depends on if you allow them to take away what you know. Because they even beginning to pump that agenda into the videos and movies, and now they about to come out with this Mandela movie. And so I know that they're trying to make it least important as possible. Um, wow, so something is changing the history and time. They're going back, changing the names of stuff. Yes, 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 yes. I'm glad you're walking up. I'm waking up. Welcome to the Orion's arm on Earth. Hey, I'm from the old Sagittarian Earth. hmm First thing I will tell you is look up at the spring they doing to us. Even they admit it now. Yeah, I mean, see, look, this is the thing I tell people. Just like I told my church, if somebody telling you that they are doing something and you keep denying it, who is the fool? You and them. If somebody telling me they gonna steal my money out of my bank account, and every time I look at my bank account, it seems like something being missing. But I'm saying, oh no, they ain't doing it. Who the fool? The person, the person that uh me because I'm denying they doing it, or the people that's telling me they telling us exactly what they doing it. So I don't understand why people are so much in odd or not believing because they telling you the devil telling you exactly what he doing. He not even being slick about it. Read back to my first statement. Finish it. Okay, let's see. Where's your first statement? Where is it? Okay. This is from she is a married with. Okay. See that somebody erasing your memory in black magic Yes, it's such thing as magic because I believe in the Bible, and a whole lot of stuff in the Bible is miracles and things that I can't explain, like Jesus turning water to wine and walking on water and and uh, and Moses um, turning the staff into a snake. So I'm not never gonna say there's no such thing as magic, but I am gonna say God gave us a will, a free will, and unless we give our will over to something like that, I don't believe can't nobody do anything that you're not allowing them to. If they're changing our frequency, maybe we are on their products too much. Maybe we on these smartphones too much. So that it makes us susceptible of the encoded messages they're implanting in our brain. But we still have the ability to deny. And so I don't believe nobody has the ability to go over your will unless you um, unless you agree with it or allow it to. Okay, got 8 minutes, so let me keep on going. Um, are you getting to do? Um, all you got to do is look it up. And see, I know that's what everybody's saying. All that you got to do is look it up. But I said earlier, I don't trust Google. Google is lying to us. Google is one of the partners in this, one of the main partners in the quantum computer D-Wave technology. They have the most data than anybody in the world. And with the quantum computer and with the G-Wave computer, that's what they need is data. And so they say that Google is the main person to bring everything together. And so I don't take anything I see on Google and I take it as a grain of salt. I use my ability to think. I don't let a computer dictate me with everything. You know, I still use Google, but I'm very skeptical because that's like um, asking a person that's giving me cancer to heal my cancer. It's not that they benefit to heal my cancer because they gave it to me. And so they gave me cancer. It's the reason why they're giving me cancer. And because they either want to make money off of me for their medicine, but I'm not going to ask that same person that gave me cancer to heal my cancer because that's oxymoron. Okay. Um, you're right about now. What about where Earth is in the galaxies? Well, I wasn't really of a science nut as far as the galaxies and the stars and the Orion belt. You know, I'm only just getting brushed up with that now that I know about the Mandela effect. So I'm not going. What they say, I always heard an old person say, "If that's not your realm, stay out of it." And so I'm gonna stay where I'm at, and where I know. Because if I started telling you what Sagittarian and Orion's on, I'd just be saying what I heard somebody else say. And I haven't been studying the Ryans and Sagittarian's arm long enough to be qualified for that. Um, not your memory, your Earth. This is not the old Earth. I don't trust Google either. It is all AI. Yeah. Um, pretty sure Earth is in the Sagittarius galaxy. Cell phone towers put off more radiation than. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I know. These cell phone towers, they popping up everywhere, and I think these are they doing that for um and they got patents. They got patents. I did this video months ago. They got patents on low frequencies and how that they can cause certain vibrations to mess with your mind and make you have diarrhea, you know. And so we're all electrical. We all have current. So if they have figured that out, then like I say, I still pray to God, ask God to protect me, keep me in His arms, and no weapon formed against me shall prosper. But even in that statement, I tell people they say that statement, but He didn't say that it wouldn't form. Matter of fact, He didn't even say that the weapon won't be used against you. It just said it won't prosper. And so that means it's not going to take you to a point where it's going to affect you you over God.
Emmanuel,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
do you think we're inside of the Matrix?
Um well, the Matrix thing is I think they're trying to put us in the Matrix. We're not yet, but they're really trying to do it. They're trying to put us there. That's why they developing these FRD chips. Because they want to track everybody down. They want to be able to encode and decode data into us whenever they want to. And so what they're doing is they're making these FRD chips seem like a good thing. And like I said, it is a good thing, but it's not technology that I'm worried about. It's what people do with technology that I'm worried about. Us being there right now, um, I don't believe we are in it. I just believe that what God's word said stands. When before he died, he told them that they will be great. They'll do greater than what he did when he was here. I never knew what could be greater than raising the dead. Messing with time is way greater than raising the dead. Because with time, see, he raised Lazarus up. It was only a certain period of time that passed by. At a certain period of time, and now they're raising people that's supposed to be dead for years back. And so that's greater than messing with that. Rigor mortis and decay happened. So they're doing greater than he do. And so he knew this already. He even knew that the devil was going to mess with time. And so it's not a matrix that you have to worry about. It's technology, because the Bible even said that they're going to increase in tech. They're going to increase in knowledge expeditiously. I can't say the word. Expediently. And so in the matrix right now, no, but trying to put in one, yes. Um,
Chicago, as you know, I'm in Memphis, Tennessee, right? We're in the middle of summer, and normally in the summertime, if it rains, it's like 10 degrees hotter the next day. How about we've gotten rain for probably about 4 or 5 days consecutively, and now the top temperature that I had experienced in the middle of the day here in Memphis is 89 degrees, whereas we were having 110-degree days.
well, like I said in a couple of my videos prior to this one, is just that alone should wake people up. It's been raining every single day for the last 2 months. If it's not raining a lot, it's raining a little tiny bit or a lot. And what I think is they have the ability to manipulate with heart and all of that. But I believe the chemtrails that they put in there, they're trying to saturate us with these metals, because if you put metals in everybody's body, the magnetic stuff that they had to use and the frequencies that they had to use, you're more susceptible to it because now it's inside of you. And so they making it rain more and more, and then whatever they're doing with the planet is causing an imbalance. The trees, the leaves on the trees is not as full as it used to be. I have a tree outside my house. The trees still look like they're babies. I mean, the leaves look like they're babies. They're not even full grown. And so, because of the issues that they're doing, see, they're working on many things at once. Just like the holographic technology they had. You know, people beginning to see planes freeze in the air or dissipate, and see they're doing that program now. See, I believe that they're gonna use that at a great scale where they're gonna make people think Jesus coming out of the sky, and Jesus ain't coming out of the sky. It's just an image that we have been fed in a story that we've been fed, and so they're gonna emulate it so that we can serve whatever God that they say that then came to be a rescue. And so you have to really know your word, and you really have to be prayed up because they're having deceptions going on everywhere. They're testing our memories. They're testing us with these small things. They're flip-flopping things to make us to see how well we cope with it. Let's see. Somebody else has a question. Yeah. And so, hey brother, how is your family? Oh yeah, we ain't doing fine. Like I say, I thought I was the least person hurt. Ended up with the most pain. Well, it lingered a little bit longer than expected. Everybody else was fine 2 days, 3 days later. Mine's is getting better now. It was still lingering. The ankle was still lingering, but I'm all good. Yes, it is true. Magnetic north has moved. And the sun and the star is not the same. And yeah, and like I said in my video, the sun itself, and not the temperature of the air quality, but the sun itself is hotter. It's like if you stand next to the sun, the rays from the sun will burn you now, and it's not heating up. It's not heating up the surrounding area, but it's like a beam of light now. It's like a focal light. It's like a focused light beam now. It's not like a broad light beam. If you stand right under it or let it hit your skin, it'll burn you, literally cook you. And so, yeah. So,
Hello, Iman.
yeah,
My name is Fierce, brother. I'd like to introduce myself to you.
yeah. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing good, but I'm very concerned about this Mandela effect that you're telling me about. How do we stop this thing?
Well,
How do we stop them
the thing is,
from changing our memories?
the thing is, like I tell people all the time, what you do is keep yourself, keep yourself updated to what's going on, and make sure that you don't let nobody confuse you with what you know. You got to know what you know and move on with that because this snowball has been rolling for a long time now. We done got to a point of no return now. Only thing we can do is pray, get our lives together, ask God to forgive us for anything that we did, and just be prepared for the push. Like I tell people all the time, I would rather be prepared if somebody's gonna push me down the stairs so I can brace myself than somebody push me down the stairs and I'm not paying attention and I end up falling downstairs breaking my neck because I'm not prepared. And so
But how do I know? How do I know what I know if I don't know what I know?
Well, see, that's a. If you're not sure what you know, then it'll be a mute point. See, you have to rely. You have to trust your memory. You have to really know that you know that it is what it is because they're going to deceive you or deceive to tell them, no, you just thought that was that way because culturally people have been saying it like that, that you've been saying it wrong all this time. See, certain things that they do, logos really don't bother me because people change logos all the time. What really bothers me is you can't say that about the Bible because the Bible been a book, been here the longest book. It's the longest book. And so things in that is changing. Like I know my Bible shouldn't say ho ho ho, flee to the north. It's not Santa Claus. And so I know that God didn't make Adam and Eve aprons. I know there's no unicorns in the Bible. That's a mythical animal. I know that Easter shouldn't be in the Bible.
But what happened if they tricked you into thinking that you know what you know, but you don't know what you know?
Well, if they trick
Because
you,
now I'm getting confused, because I'm thinking that I might know these things, but then I'm thinking maybe they tricked me into thinking that I know them.
well, that means you had to sharpen up your mind. See, because my mind is real sharp. I remember everything, and so that's the problem with me. I can tell what people had on 4 years ago, and they were like, "Hey, how you remember that?" So certain people you can say that for because some people's memories are faulty. But with my memory, I'm like one of the persons have a photographic memory, so I can remember. So you can't do that with everybody. The majority of the people, yeah, because a lot of people don't think about the past. But certain things, like I said, the Bible and iconic movies like Risky Business when Tom Cruise slid across the floor, we all knew he had a white shirt on and sunglasses. Now it's a pink shirt with no sunglasses. Certain things like that, or Forrest Gump saying life was like a box of chocolate, which is an oxymoron. It don't even make sense. And or the three little pigs saying I huff and puff and blow your house in. Come on now. And so certain things just don't fit. You know, like I said, some of the stuff I was just telling you about the Bible. Certain stuff you don't even have to be a believer and know the Bible shouldn't say there is no God. But in our Bible right now it says there is no God. In my Bible it says there is no God, and that shouldn't be there nowhere. And so, putting faith aside, certain things cannot be have an excuse to it. You can put excuses on some things, but not on everything. Do Kit Kat having a dash or not having a dash is going to change me? No. But when you change one small thing in the universe, a lot of things around it change. Just like I remember only two presidents getting killed, which was President Lincoln and Kennedy. And this timeline has been four. And so with them other two presidents, if they didn't supposed to get killed, their laws that they have passed or their bills or whatever cabinets that they chose, that'll change a whole lot of stuff. And so people say, well, why are you worried about the small thing? Because the small thing is what mess up anything. You take your small toe and you cut your small toe off and see won't you be walking funny. Even though it seemed to be insignificant, but it means something. Let's see. And so it's been over an hour, and I don't like to drag it over too long. I ain't one of the people that can do 5 hours, but I can stay over a little bit. I ain't been here in a minute.
I did hear, man, that you can rap. Would you want to drop some rap for me, for the audience?
I see. Now, see, I was doing that and I was rapping and singing, and now you done got me at the end of the show, and I ain't prepared for that right now. I can do a little rapping, but I ain't no Tupac.
Yeah, well, I mean that's all right. I mean, if you feel like rapping, I'd like to hear it at some point.
Well, I think I might have a show on what's the day? Friday. I might have another show tomorrow, and I'll make sure I have something for you.
Yeah, I mean, you have a lot of people in the chat right now asking for the rap as well.
Oh, look at them. They like me singing. They like me singing. I rather like singing than rapping. Cause rapping, it's the same thing. But let me see. Hold on. Let me get something. Hey, go get my speaker,
Oh,
man.
nice.
Let me see if I can find something. Now you got me. You got me going where I wasn't trying to go. Hello. Let's see. So yeah, let me make us happy. Okay, I'll make y'all happy. Okay, I'll make y'all happy. Let me find a song. Let me find something.
Will you sing "Happy" by Pharrell?
Oh man. See, you want me to sing. I like to make up my own songs. I make them up.
Okay, yeah, whatever you want to do.
I make up songs so fast. See, let me see. Give me tell my son to get my speaker so y'all can hear me. When my phone ain't on Bluetooth. Where's my phone? Hold on, let me make sure this ain't on Bluetooth. So hold on for a second. I know I ain't saying nothing, but y'all asked me to do this, and so I'm trying to find an instrumental real quick. Let me see, instrumental. What should I find? Say something, somebody. Hello?
I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Let's see about this one. Yeah, let's see. Okay, I think I'm.
Oh yeah.
I've been going through changes, a lot of things around here, but I know I don't have no pain to worry about. And I know what I know, see what I see. I'm not gonna let nobody change my mind. We stick together, we know what we know. A lot of people telling me that my mind is slow, but I know how to think about it. Nobody can change me, cause I'm all about it. We hanging here, chilling with one another, helping each other. I know what I know, I see what I see. This Mandela effect is changing me. I'm not gonna let nobody down. I'm not gonna let nobody see me frown. Cause I know it's going down. It's going down, down. It's going down, down. I know what I know, see I see right now. Oh yeah, it's going down, down. It's going down, down. I know what I know. I see what I see right now. I was in a nice accident, but I wasn't worried, cause I trust in Jesus, yes I did. I wasn't concerned about myself, cause I knew I was in his hand. I know I had his help. Oh yeah, it's going down, down. It's going round, round. And I know what I know, and I see what I see right now. A lot of people changing, a lot of things being rearranged, a lot of people being insane, a lot of people saying things going on with their brain, but I know they ain't insane. You can't let nobody hold you down, can't let nobody tell you what you know right now. You gotta be true to yourself, and that's what I know. Yeah, yeah. It's going down, down. It's going down, down. That wasn't even
Wow.
prepared. See how y'all mess with me?
I'm so blown away. I'm so blown away right now, man. Like I fucking a singing rap verse freestyle about the
Hey.
Mandela effect. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, because like
What a
I say,
performance.
when I mean, if you look back at one of my old videos, I did about a whole concert in one doggone show. I had about 10 songs I did.
Oh man.
And they was verbatim. People gave me beats and I just started singing.
Yeah, I might have to go back and watch that.
Yeah. I love y'all. And so I see y'all next time. And y'all have a nice day. And thank you for coming in, man. What's your name again?
My name is Fizz, brother.
Fizz, okay.
You can also call me John Fizz if you want as well.
All right. I see. So you gonna have all you gonna have all the people checking you out. You got your picture hanging all on my show like that. Being naked. Can be naked in the show.
I mean, you don't know if I'm naked. I mean, I might have some jeans on, maybe.
And you got look at everybody like, who's that brother up there? Hey man, y'all keep it up, man. Y'all just help one another. I'll see y'all in the next show. Matter of fact, let me pray us out. Father God,
All right, Shuttown. I'm going to work on you a rap for your show. Okay.
yeah. Let me
Yeah,
Nice to meet you, man.
I'm gonna put you. I'm gonna put a Mandela effect rap together for you, so you can play it for your show, either coming in or going out.
yeah. Okay, let me pray us out. Father God, I thank you for show. I thank you for everybody that came on the show. I thank you for the guests. I thank you for us being with one another, Lord. Keep our minds, our hearts, and our spirit up, God. Put your arms of protection around us, God. Oh God, I thank you for everybody that came in, God, until we meet again. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. All right, y'all have a nice day.
All right, you too, man. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah.